Talking Trees with Lily and Jad. Welcome to today's episode of Talking Trees. In this episode, we're shining a spotlight on the Ancient Tree Forum, ATF, an organization dedicated to protecting and celebrating ancient and mature trees. We'll explore ATF's mission, its history, and its strategic goals for next year's. We'll also discuss why ancient trees are so vital for biodiversity, carbon storage, and as part of our cultural heritage, and how ATF is leading the way in raising awareness, promoting best practices, and shaping policies to ensure their survival for generations to come. Let's dive in.
All right, ready to dig into something kind of special.
I'm all ears.
Today we're diving into the Ancient Tree Forum, the ATF.
Okay.
And I think, well, as arborists, we all know how important trees are.
Right.
But the ATF takes it a step further. They're the leading voice for ancient and veteran trees.
Yeah.
Specifically in England and Wales.
Interesting.
These are those living legends that have seen centuries of history, you know.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. And we're going to unpack what makes the ATF so special, how they actually do what they do, and why they're such a vital resource, especially for professionals like us.
You know, when you think about the ATF, what's really fascinating is how it all started.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't some top-down initiative, you know, like from the government or some university.
Right.
It grew organically from a shared passion, really, back in '93. A group of experts who, well, they were all united by this deep respect for these ancient trees.
Yeah.
They decided to create a space where they could pool their knowledge and really advocate for their protection.
So it wasn't just another boring committee, huh?
No, not at all.
It was people who were really passionate about this.
Absolutely. Driven by a shared purpose.
Yeah, and that word forum.
Yes.
That's a really interesting choice.
It is significant.
Yeah.
It highlights that collaborative spirit, right?
Right.
It's a space where scientists, arborists like you, historians, conservationists, anyone who loves these trees, really, they can come together, share what they know, and work towards a common goal.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this group of passionate experts.
Right.
But what are they actually trying to do? What's their mission?
So at the heart of it, the ATF wants to protect the future of ancient trees.
Oh, okay.
And they do this in a few ways. One big thing is promoting best management practices.
Okay.
For caring for these, well, they're really complex ecosystems.
Right. You can't just treat them all the same, can you?
Exactly. It's not just about preserving them, but about sustainable care. That ensures they can thrive for years to come.
That makes sense.
And they also get that effective conservation needs more than just hands-on care.
Sure.
So they push for stronger legal protections for ancient trees. They work to influence policy.
So they're not just tree huggers.
Oh, no, not at all.
They're getting into the politics of it, too.
Absolutely. They're working on it at national and international levels.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty savvy.
That's impressive.
And they also understand, you know, knowledge is power.
Right.
They encourage and support research that can deepen our understanding of ancient trees and how to protect them.
Makes sense. The more we know, the better we can protect them.
Exactly. The more we know about their biology, their ecology, the threats they face, the better equipped we are to ensure their survival.
So it's like a three-pronged approach.
Yeah.
Care, advocacy, and research.
You got it.
But they also know it's important to involve the wider community, don't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of resources and programs aimed at educating and engaging the public.
Like what?
The Ancient Tree Hunt, for instance.
Okay.
It's a great initiative, encourages everyday people to help map and record ancient trees all over the UK.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fantastic way to get people involved and contribute to this nationwide database.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
It really gets people connected to those trees.
Exactly.
And feeling a sense of responsibility for protecting them. We've talked about their mission, their approach.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious about the people behind it all. The ATF wouldn't be what it is without the dedication of these people.
You're absolutely right.
Who really put their heart and soul into this work. And when we talk about the ATF, there's one name that always comes up.
Oh, absolutely.
Ted Green.
Ted Green.
Yeah. I've heard whispers of this legendary figure in the arboriculture world.
He's more than just a name. He's a force of nature, a true visionary, really, who's profoundly shaped the world of ancient tree conservation.
Okay.
His deep knowledge, his unwavering passion, and his remarkable ability to connect with people from all walks of life have made him, well, the driving force behind the ATF's success.
So he's not just an expert, he's a leader.
Exactly, and an inspiration.
Before we get into his story, I'm curious about what the ATF has actually accomplished. Have they had any major wins over the years?
No, they've had an undeniable impact.
Okay, tell me more.
One early success was their key role in the Veteran Trees Initiative, which ran from 96 to 2000.
Right.
This was really instrumental in raising the profile of ancient trees.
Okay.
And highlighting just how urgently we need to conserve them.
So they were putting these ancient trees on the map.
Precisely. Making people aware of their value and the threats they face.
Right.
But they realized that raising awareness wasn't enough.
Makes sense.
They needed to equip people with the knowledge and the tools to actually care for these trees.
So they went beyond just advocating.
Exactly. They started providing practical guidance.
I feel
They played a crucial role in producing a series of guides on ancient tree management. Publications like Veteran Trees, A Guide to Good Management, Veteran Trees, A Guide to Risk and Responsibility, and Ancient and Other Veteran Trees, further guidance on management.
Wow, that's a lot of guides.
Yeah, and these books, they become essential resources for anyone working with these trees, including arborists like you.
I bet those guides are a lifesaver for people in the field.
Oh, absolutely.
Having access to that kind of expertise and practical advice, and it's going to make a huge difference.
It does.
But it's not just local impact, right?
No, you're right.
The ATF has a presence on the European stage as well.
That's right. They played a leading role in the European-funded V-Tree project, which ran from 2012 to 2014.
Right.
This project produced some incredibly valuable resources and training courses that are still widely used across Europe and the UK.
That's impressive.
It really helped establish the ATF as a leader in ancient tree conservation, not just nationally, but internationally.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really inspiring to see an organization like the ATF making such a global impact.
It is.
But it's also remarkable that so much of this work was achieved through volunteers.
That's right. It really speaks to the power of passion and commitment.
Yeah.
For many years, the ATF relied heavily on the contributions of professionals and experts who generously gave their time and expertise.
That says a lot about the respect the ATF has within the arboriculture community.
It does.
Yeah.
And while they've transitioned to having a small staff team to handle the administrative stuff since 2016, volunteers are still crucial to the organization.
Oh, wow.
They're the heart and soul of the ATF, really, bringing their knowledge, their enthusiasm, their dedication to every aspect of the ATF's work.
It's a beautiful mix of professional structure and passionate expertise.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think it's time we finally delve into the story of the man behind the ATF's vision.
Right.
The one and only Ted Green.
Okay.
What makes him such a legend in the world of ancient trees?
Well, Ted Green's journey is just as fascinating as the ancient trees he's dedicated his life to.
Okay.
His story isn't a straight line. It's more of a winding exploration driven by this insatiable curiosity.
I'm intrigued.
You see, Ted, he didn't start as a typical academic. His fascination with trees, it began in the forests, not lecture halls.
Oh, wow.
He worked as a woodsman, a forester, immersing himself in the practical side of woodland management.
So he was getting his hands dirty, learning from the trees themselves.
Exactly. That hands-on experience, it's crucial to understanding these ancient trees.
Yeah.
They're not just specimens in a textbook, they're living things with unique histories and complex needs.
It sounds like this approach really shaped his entire philosophy.
Absolutely. Ted realized that these ancient trees, they hold so much knowledge, not just about the natural world, but about our own history and culture as well.
Interesting.
They've witnessed centuries of change, you know, recording those stories within their very structure.
So he saw these trees as living libraries.
Precisely. And he wanted to share that knowledge with everyone.
Yeah.
He became this passionate advocate for their protection,
recognizing
their ecological, cultural, and even spiritual significance.
I see.
He saw the need for an organization that could bring together experts from all these different fields to champion these trees. And that's how the ATF was born.
It's amazing how one person's passion can create something as impactful as the ATF.
It really is inspiring.
But Ted's influence goes beyond the ATF, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. He continued to be a driving force in the field, even after stepping down from his leadership role at the ATF.
Wow.
He's been an advisor to organizations like the Crown Estate, Windsor, and he's been instrumental in projects like the Nep Rewilding Project.
So he's sharing his wisdom and expertise on a much broader scale.
He is.
Yeah.
And he never stops learning and exploring.
That's great.
He's known for his Thinking Arbs talks and field visits.
Oh, yeah.
Where he engages with arborists and other tree care professionals, sharing his insights and fostering a deeper understanding of ancient tree management.
I've heard those talks are legendary.
They are pretty special.
It's incredible that he continues to inspire and educate the next generation of arborists.
He's a true mentor to many in the field.
And his contributions haven't gone unnoticed, have they?
No, they haven't.
He's received quite a few accolades.
He received an MBE for his services to conservation, particularly his work with ancient trees and fungi.
So he's getting the recognition he deserves for his lifelong dedication to these amazing trees.
His legacy goes beyond awards and titles, though.
Okay.
He's instilled a deep appreciation for ancient trees in countless individuals, inspiring them to become stewards of these living monuments.
It's powerful how one person's passion can truly make a difference.
It really is.
But I'm curious about what the ATF is doing now. How do they put Ted's vision into action?
They have a multifaceted approach.
Okay.
Combining scientific research with practical conservation efforts and public engagement.
Okay, let's break that down.
Sure.
What kind of research are they involved in?
They support a wide range of research projects that aim to deepen our understanding of ancient trees.
Cool.
This includes studies on their biology, their ecology, their role in the ecosystem, and the threats they face.
So they're investing in the science behind effective conservation. And they don't just keep that knowledge hidden away, right?
Oh, no, not at all.
They share it.
They translate it into practical guidance for arborists, land managers, anyone involved in caring for these trees.
That's so important, that bridge between research and real-world application.
It is crucial.
They're also involved in pushing for stronger legal protections, aren't they?
They are. They work with policymakers at both the national and international levels.
To make sure these trees are recognized and protected by law. So they're fighting for the long-term survival of these trees.
They are, and they understand that the best conservation efforts involve collaboration and community engagement.
Right.
They work with landowners, local communities, organizations like the Woodland Trust to implement conservation projects on the ground. Recognizing that protecting ancient trees requires a collective effort.
And they're always looking for new ways to get the public involved, aren't they?
Absolutely. They offer all sorts of educational programs, workshops, events, designed to inspire and educate people about the importance of ancient trees.
It's all about fostering that connection between people and trees, building that sense of wonder and responsibility.
Right, and they recognize the importance of reaching out to the next generation, too.
Yeah, that's crucial.
They have programs specifically for schools and youth groups.
To instill that love and appreciation in young people.
Exactly. It's all about planting those seeds early on.
We need to inspire the next generation to be stewards of these ancient giants.
Absolutely.
And they're always trying to connect with new audiences, right?
They are, particularly landowners and practitioners like you, who play a vital role in the care and management of these trees. They're developing resources and training programs specifically for arborists.
So they see arborists as key partners.
Absolutely. They understand that arborists are on the front lines of ancient tree conservation.
Makes sense.
And they're committed to giving you the knowledge, the tools, the support you need to make a real difference in your work.
That's fantastic to hear.
It's all about empowering the people who have the most direct impact on these trees.
And they're open to feedback from arborists, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. They're always seeking feedback from people like you to make sure their resources and programs are relevant and effective.
It's a great sign. Shows they're committed to constant improvement.
Exactly.
And staying responsive to the needs of the arboriculture community.
They are, and they're always looking for new ways to collaborate with arborists, recognizing the wealth of knowledge and experience you all have to share.
It sounds like they're building a really strong network of professionals.
They are.
Dedicated to caring for and protecting ancient trees.
They are, and they're doing it with a deep respect for the legacy of individuals like Ted Green, who really paved the way for this whole movement.
It's inspiring how his vision continues to guide the ATF.
It really is.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of ancient trees.
It's been a pleasure.
And the amazing work of the Ancient Tree Forum. We hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for these living monuments and the vital role they play. We encourage you to keep exploring,
keep learning,
and keep advocating for the protection of these irreplaceable trees.
They need us.
Until next time.
Until next time.
That's all for today's episode of Talking Trees. We hope you enjoyed learning about the incredible work of the Ancient Tree Forum and the essential role ancient and mature trees play in biodiversity, carbon storage, and cultural heritage. If you're inspired by their mission, consider supporting their efforts or implementing some of their best practices in your own work. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with others who love trees as much as we do. Until next time, stay rooted and keep advocating for our trees.